All right, fifth graders, I really enjoyed the poem Pen by Nikki Grimes. I thought it was fun, it was interesting. She kept me engaged the whole time. Some observations that I had about this poem. So, and you guys might see it a little bit differently too, but in the first stanza, noisy people, so the first stanza, I believe, is in the pen's perspective. So they're talking, Nikki Grimes is talking about the pen and how it's complaining. The reason I know why the pen, it's in the pen's perspective in the first stanza, is because of this. Noisy people leave their inky tattoos on my white page or squeeze their way between the lines of my yellow pad. They tell me who they are, what they think, whatever words they want to write. So by them saying, her saying me and my in that first stanza, it's really in the pen's perspective. And the second, and it's also in italics, which is when the font's a little bit slanted. The second stanza says, have you ever tried to put the cap back on a pen that speaks? When I try, these stubborn voices squeak. So I think that could maybe be in the human's perspective, but that might be up for debate. You might see that in a little bit of a different way. That's kind of the cool thing about poetry, is that everybody can interpret it differently. But the first stanza is absolutely in the pen's perspective because it is saying me and my. And the pen is complaining about people using it all the time. So I thought this was a fun way that Nikki Grimes used personification in her poem, and she did it a little bit differently. She didn't just use one line of personification. She took on the role of the pen and really kind of brought to life how a pen might feel. I don't have a pen by me, but I'm thinking like when you're using a pen, like it's the people writing down what they want to write. If a pen could really think and really speak, it might be frustrated that it might not be able to express its own thoughts. So Nikki Grimes thought deeply about how a pen might feel if it were a human, if it were to have human-like qualities. We know that pens do not have human-like qualities. That's why this is a literary device that poets use called personification. And I think Nikki Grimes did a fabulous job with it.